How you doing today, guys? I have a wonderful video for you, another exciting thing to tell you about, and that is progress with my cutting phase. You know, how can you have the most optimal cutting phase? And there are a few tips that I have found from my so far from my cutting phase, things that have worked for me that I've tested out, and I thought I'd share them with you. So basically, the first key step you want to know is, all this stuff's been passed down to me, is, of course, like, you know, you learn as you go, is to take your time with things. Like, I remember doing a few cutting phases in the past, and I went way too fast. Like, I was trying to specifically lose 1 kilo to, 1.5 kilos a week, and I would be happy with that, and I'd continuously drop my calories down, just keep on dropping them down, and that is just detrimental, because the first thing you want to know about a cut is you want to be able to lose weight around 0.5 kilo to 1 kilo a week. Usually 0.5 kilo is better, so no more than 1 kilo, whilst consuming the most amount of calories possible for your body, right? And what that does is it gives your body the most energy. You have a higher chance of maintaining muscle mass. You have a higher chance of not fatiguing mentally. When you have a high chance of not fatiguing physically, you perform a lot better in the gym, and also, yeah, just mentally it's good for you. It's not good to not be eating so much food. Like, it's not good for your body just to eat minimal amounts of food, especially when exercising, that is. So that's the first tip, is try and make sure you can eat as many calories as possible whilst losing weight. So that means you have to increase your expenditure. So you're going to want to make your workouts more intense, so decrease your rest periods. Increase the amount possibly, or the volume, or the frequency you're training. Include cardio training into it. One thing I would say about cardio is that don't do any cardio in the beginning. This is what I found, is if I didn't do cardio in the beginning, I opened up more room for later on in the cut. So when I started plateauing, which I started plateauing at about 3,000 calories, after about a month, I then incorporated 1 day of cardio into my rest days, and now it's working. My calories are 2,900, and it's working really well. I'm losing weight, I'm getting leaner. It's really good. So I've gone from 20+% body fat. It was about 22% body fat, down to 13.5 now, and I did that in 6 weeks now. That's 6 weeks. I lost that much weight. So basically, another tip I could share with you is to take your time with it. I'm not sure if I just said that, but it's important to take your time with it. Don't expect to see results straight away. They'll come, but you need to just stay focused on the goal, because there will be times where you look in the mirror and you won't look very good, and that's basically because of fluctuations. As a natural bodybuilder, your body does fluctuate a lot. You will hold on to water and then you'll let go of water. Like I'm experiencing this now with the weather. When it gets really hot, I drop a bunch of water weight. When it gets really cold, I hold on to it a lot. Things like that. And also, the amount of salts you're consuming, things like that. Another tip I would also recommend is to get something that has a pump amplifier in it. A pump supplement, or just can eat a lot of beetroot, something that's got a lot of nitric oxide in it. Basically, because when you get into the gym, and as you start to drop your carbohydrates and your calories down, you start to lose that pump, right? And that sucks. That's part of the reason why you go to the gym, to get that pump, get that feeling. It feels amazing, and a pump, or nitric oxide and vasodilators and things like that, those will help you keep mentally focused and physically focused, because when you get a pump, you look really good, you feel really good, you want to keep maintaining that. That's one tip, because you go into the gym sometimes, you're like, fuck, I look skinny. You think you look skinny, you really don't. But when you get on the pump straight away, you're just like, wow, I feel good, I look good, I feel big, I feel strong. Something like that. The other thing I want to share with you is to include a lot of vegetables in your diet, and this is mainly for the reason that it makes you feel really good, as well as it increases your performance tremendously. I swapped from a non-vegan to a vegan diet in my cut, and I actually noticed, I just incorporated so many vegetables, so many chia seeds, maca powder, cacao powder, broccoli, all kinds of fruits, all kinds of veggies, and my performance increased so much. It was unbelievable. My deadlift went from 100 to 180 for one, right? stuff like that. My squats went from 90 to fucking 150 for 3, right? Like shit like that. It works. You just have to find what works for you, really. But that worked for me. Just sharing that with you. Another tip for holding on to water retention, I would say, especially during a cut, you want to rid your body of all that water retention. Drink plenty of water. Drink like a lot of water. And consume potassium. Don't consume too much, but consume enough potassium. Keep your salts moderately low to even high sometimes. You know, it's good because it keeps you vascular, but you want to sort of play around with it a bit. See what works for you. See what doesn't make you disgustingly puffy. You know, see what makes you look hard and dry. You know, I found consuming enough sodium, just sprinkle it all on your food. And having coconut water and bananas is potassium in it. Potassium flushes water out of your body while salt holds onto it. So you want to see what works really best for you, the amounts that you want to have. Don't overdose on potassium, because I hear you can actually, and you can start to hallucinate or something like that. I don't know. That's if you have a ridiculous amount. You'd have to consume a lot. I'm saying for that to happen, but you know, I'm just saying find what works for you best. Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, so understand that you will fluctuate. You will fluctuate a lot. You won't always look amazing. That's okay. It's all part of the mental discipline of it. You know, also I think that's another thing. Always trust the journey that you're on, because you know, sometimes you don't see results and you feel like giving up, and you feel discouraged, and you're like, oh, I don't look as good as this guy. Oh, what if I should build muscle? I haven't got that much muscle. You know, you start getting in all these thought patterns. It's always good to just focus on the goal and where you're going and why you started in the first place. You know, I think that's always important. But guys, hopefully that helps you out. Hopefully that'll help you make some nice quality shredding gains. Enjoy. Have a wonderful day. Peace.